cardio monitoring service. Miss Adams speaking.
This is Arthur Sinclair. I'd like to run a pacemaker check.
Is this an emergency?
No.
All right, sir. Charge number?
8986. I'm calling from San Francisco, but it's a Los Angeles charge.
Is your equipment ready?
Yes.
Give me about 10 seconds after the phone's in your transmitter.
Am I alive?
Yes, sir. It's a good reading. No trouble at all.
My compliments to your computer.
Oh, Mr. Sinclair, I was just coming to tell you you're on in about 10 minutes.
You see, I read your mind.
This set is,
That way, yes, I know.
Every time you do a movie these days, they want you to take your clothes off.
Those devils.
Yeah. But in my next film...
You keep your clothes on. Yes, and it's in very good taste.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, well,
I don't object if the story calls for it. And
for nudity.
And I'm not exploited. If it's not exploited. Yes.
Well, how nude are you?
You don't go to bed with, like, in a parka and fur boots, do you?
Yes, I would.
Excuse me, there's a long-distance call for you. It's your wife.
Oh, how much time do I have?
Oh, about 2-3 minutes. You're on after the next commercial. It's right over there. Just keep your eye on the monitor, okay?
Yes. This is Mr. Sinclair. You have a call for me?
Yes, sir. Your party's on the line. Arthur?
Allison.
Just wanted to call to say I miss you. Is that worth running up the phone bill?
Absolutely. I'm glad you called.
How do you feel?
Reasonably vertical.
I'm serious.
No problem. The usual adrenaline. Oh, and I ran a check on the gadget. It's ticking nicely.
Good. Keep it that way. I'll pick you up tomorrow at the airport. Excuse me. Coming up.
Right. I have to go. Love you.
Me too. Good luck on the show. How was I?
Not bad.
You approve?
Mm-hmm. It was very convincing. You might as well turn on the set.
Why should I?
But you're not going to watch the show.
The important thing is that he's 500 miles away.
Ladies and gentlemen, my next guest is a very spooky guy. The world-famous mentalist Arthur Sinclair. Welcome back, Arthur.
Nice to be here.
You know Andrea Michelle, don't you?
Oh, yes, of course.
Don't read her mind, or we'll get thrown off the air. So how are you? Or should I say, how am I?
Well, you're fine, Marty, especially since you sold that stock this morning. Good move. It's dropped 5 points already.
Now, how in the world did you know that?
I suppose that's why you had Eggs Benedict for breakfast. You were celebrating.
You have a spy in my house.
In your mind. You've been worrying about your cholesterol count all day.
Okay, stop already, huh? Let's just get out of my head. Why don't you tell the audience about your new book?
Oh, well, thanks for the plug. State of Mind. It's about how we only use 50% of our mental capabilities. By the way, the answer to that question is yes.
What question?
The one you were just thinking. You asked yourself if I was married.
I told you he was spooky, didn't I? Okay, the book is State of Mind by Arthur Sinclair. And now I get my revenge. We have a little challenge we've cooked up for Mr. Sinclair. Are you ready, Arthur?
Hope so.
Okay. Can we get a shot of that safe? Now, for those of you who have been watching the show, that's been hanging there all week. In fact, I took it out to the factory myself, and they let me reset the combination. So no one knows what it is except yours truly.
Please remember, ladies and gentlemen, that this model is guaranteed burglar-proof. Also, that I arrived here from my home in Los Angeles just a few hours ago. Marty, did you give the combination to any members of your staff?
Nope. Not even my shrink.
So, if I can tell you what it is, I'd have to be able, literally, to read your mind.
Arthur, if you can pry those numbers out of my skull, they'll make you head of the IRS.
All right? Let's give it a try.
Okay. All right, lower it away. No, wait just a second. Hold it. There's just one little kicker. Something you didn't know about, unless you're reading my mind right now. Before I locked the safe, I put a certain object inside.
Oh?
I'm sorry to throw you this curve, but you see, if you can, by some miracle, figure out that combination, well, that's when the fun begins. Because then you have to tell me what's behind the door. Okay, let's lower the safe.
You smoke too much.
Yeah, well, I'm not the one with a bad heart.
I like you in his robe. Are you staying tonight?
No. No, I can't. Full day rehearsal tomorrow, and I have to get some sleep.
Such a waste.
He must be on by now. What if he asks you questions about the show?
I'll look at it later.
Oh, that's right, you're recording it.
House rule. Whenever he's on television, I have to videotape it for posterity.
Hey,
You're in training
what for?
next Monday night.
I didn't make any promises.
But you are thinking about it.
Yes. But
That's good enough for now. Why don't you go make both of us a drink?
Unhooked.
Yes, get unhooked.
Oh, thank you.
You make a beautiful safe cracker. Doesn't she?
You ready, Marty? I'm getting the number 8. Turn the dial to the right, please, to 8. I'm getting a 20. No. 24. Turn left to 24.
This is hard work.
The last one, Marty. I want you to form a picture in your mind. 9. I see a 9. Turn right to 9. Now pull the handle.
Arthur, I gotta tell you, you are truly amazing. There's no way you could have figured out that combination. But now comes the hard part. Unless you want me to let you off the hook.
No. Let's take a shot at it. You put something in the safe, some mysterious object. I want you to form a clear picture in your mind. Is it small enough for me to hold?
Yeah.
I want you to project its image on the palm of my hand. Now, concentrate. I think I see it. Yes. It's coming clear. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not the only author in the house. Marty has written a book. It's due for publication this week. It's titled Changing Channels, and it tells about his misadventures in what we laughingly call television land. Marty, you put a copy of your own book in that safe.
I don't believe it.
I hate to admit it, but he is good. The funny thing is, he's as much of an actor as I am. It's a con job. He convinces the audience that... Allison.
One more for good measure.
What the hell are you doing?
Did you make me that drink? Gil, how many times do I have to tell you no ice? Cheers. It's empty. I only loaded 2 blanks.
What are you trying to prove?
Is the phone ringing? Is there anyone knocking at the door?
No.
Then I've made my point. The sound doesn't carry beyond this house.
Well, how do you know the neighbors aren't calling the police?
Because I've tried it before. How's your heart?
It's pounding.
Exactly.
There's got to be some other way.
There isn't.
Well, you could divorce him, you know.
We've been over that. Arthur's made a great deal of money in the past few years, and I'm a very greedy little girl.
Okay, fine. Be greedy. Take half the community property.
I don't want half. I want all of it, including the insurance money. Gil, I've never pretended with you. I'm not sweet, and I'm not innocent. I like to live well. If you wanted someone to bring home to Mother, you should have found somebody else.
You're one hell of a cold-blooded lady.
Cold-blooded?
Let's not start.
Let's.
I'm going home.
All right, you're angry. That's not an answer, is it? Sooner or later, you have to decide. We can have it all. It's so easy.
A piece of cake, right? Like falling off a log.
It can be.
Maybe.
Gil, do you want me?
Yes.
Then help me, please. Hi.
Hi, yourself.
I'll take this one. How was the flight?
Oh, some dear little old lady asked me to predict the Daily Double. Other than that, it was fine.
Oh, you poor darling. Fame is such a burden.
And I love every minute of it.
I can't believe he didn't tell you to spring something like that while you were on the air.
It was his idea of a joke.
How did you know it was his book?
I didn't.
You mean you guessed?
I saw on the cue cards he was going to talk about his new book on the segment after mine, plus he's an egomaniac. Plus I finessed him into telling me it was something I could hold in my hand.
And if you were wrong?
That's why they invented color television, to show my red face. Allison, I'm not an invalid.
You have enough stress in your work. I want you around for a long time.
You're spoiling me.
That's what I'm here for. Anyway, I married you for your money. I might as well earn it.
Subtract 2. Next, add 3. Finally, subtract your original number. Got it? Now, the number you are thinking of, and this is an extraordinary coincidence, because you've all come up with the same 2-digit number, is 11. You've done it again, George. These contracts are totally incomprehensible. What do I do?
You sign them.
Committing myself to...
3 books over a period of the next 3 years, and for that, you get an advance of $300,000.
Give me a pen before they change their mind.
George, you may be a good lawyer, but you're a bad influence on my husband.
Oh?
You should be circulating.
All right, all right. Tell them the live version will be out in a minute. Signed, sealed, and delivered. Let's have a drink on it. What'll you have?
Arthur, why don't you read my mind?
Oh, you two. Conspiracy. All right. You usually drink brandy, but I get the impression of scotch on the rocks. Are you amazed?
Not really. Especially since we had dinner last week, and I told you that I'd switched to scotch.
George, I'm hurt. Are you telling me you doubt my powers?
I don't doubt your earning powers. Allison tells me that your book's solid with concerts, private parties.
It's called synergy. The concerts feed the books feed the television appearances.
Why now, Arthur? After all these years, you've never been that,
Marketable, interesting, isn't it? The age of the cordless electric pepper mill, and people still want miracles.
Ah, so that's what you're in. The miracle business.
No, I dress it up with a lot of fancy words like telepathy, precognition, ESP. But it's still the same old shell game. Everyone suspects I'm a fraud, of course, but they're not quite sure. That's what fascinates them. The thought that I just might be legitimate.
That must put you under a lot of pressure.
Some. None that I can't handle.
How are you feeling?
George, I appreciate the concern, but you're getting as bad as Allison. My coronary was 2 years ago. That's ancient history. I have a very expensive little box in my chest that doesn't miss a beat. I jog, I make love, and I can still swamp you at tennis. Okay?
I'll drink to that.
All right, let's go see if I'm a hit in the living room.
I suppose I shouldn't have scheduled a party the first night you got back. But it was fun, wasn't it? Are you exhausted? Arthur? Arthur?
I can't find my robe.
Isn't it in the closet?
That's not where I usually put... Oh, wait a minute. There it is. Where did these come from? I found them in my pocket.
You caught me.
What?
They're mine. I started again. I've been sneaking behind your back.
Alice.
I know. No willpower. Look, throw them away. It's the last time, I promise.
Wait a minute. What were your cigarettes doing in my pocket?
You're going to think I'm silly. You won't laugh?
Depends.
I missed you last night, so I wore your robe to bed. I guess I just wanted something of you close to me.
I really need that.
No. It's just a sedative. It's been a difficult day for you. With a good night's rest, you'll feel like a new lady. Now, if you need me, tomorrow I'll be in my office, okay?
Doctor?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't it strange how the mind works? I've been thinking about your wife lately. About how she died.
Well, you know how she died. She passed away in her sleep. Now, you get some rest, okay? Damn it, how the hell am I supposed to get out of here? Through the window?
You calm down, Gil. It's just a little warp. We'll fix it.
That's what you said yesterday.
Benny, you can sand that down or something, please.
How will you do it before Christmas, Benny?
Hey, now look. We open in a few hours, and we're all a little nervous.
Why the hell should you be nervous? You're not going to be up here tonight with egg on your face.
Gil, what's bugging you?
Nothing. Let's just take a break, okay?
I've got fact sheets and breakdowns on most of the guests, along with their birth dates if you need them. Plus a couple of license plate numbers, makes of cars, home addresses, you know, the usual. Plus some specifics you might want to use. Like there's this Mrs. Carrington. She's having a gazebo built in back of her house. The contractor's name is Schofield.
All right, go on.
Now, here's a goodie. The lady's name is Stark, and she's got this mutt, what do you call him?
Lhasa Apso.
Right, close, though. Thank you. Anyway, his name is Toby, and she took him to the vet last week. It seems he's got an allergy.
Oh.
You could have a lot of fun with that, huh?
What's he allergic to?
I don't know.
Oh, Eddie, get it for me. Oh, it's too good to miss.
Sure.
Now, husband's occupation, children's name.
Oh, right here. Checked everybody on the guest list.
Discreetly, of course.
Hey, Mr. Sinclair, you know me. I'm the invisible man.
Telephone, senora.
Why don't you take it here, Eddie? Plug the phone in over there.
I don't want to bother you. Bring you something cold, Eddie?
I'd sure appreciate it, ma'am.
Now, Mrs. Carrington.
Yes.
What else do we know about
Marta, would you see if the mail has come? Yes, ma'am.
what kind of...
One of her husbands was an actor. Thanks. Anyway, his name is...
Hello?
It's me. Can you talk?
For a moment. Arthur's out by the pool with his private detective.
We're taking an early dinner break. Come by the theater at 5.
Why?
I'll meet you in front.
Eddie.
How's that for timing?
Let's get a cup of coffee, okay?
Fine, hop in.
There's a place across the street.
Wouldn't do for your friends to see us together, would it?
Excellent.
Not very talkative, are you?
Saving it. I'm always like this on opening night. This play, it's not much. It's just a showcase, but if I'm lucky, it could open things up for me. Not just commercials, but guest shots and, well, maybe a series. Yeah, that means money. You know what I'm trying to say? Stop buying it.
Gil, you're a very creative man. But in order for you to get up in the morning, you have to convince yourself that the next phone call, the next job, or the next showcase is going to change your life. It may be necessary, but it's delusional.
What's that, a vote of confidence?
I want you to succeed. You will. And maybe this play is it. But if it isn't, how long am I supposed to wait?
I went by your house last night. Relax, nobody saw me. I just wanted to have a good look at him.
And?
I can do a lot of things. But I'm not sure that I can kill somebody.
You already have.
What the hell are you talking about?
The play. Didn't you tell me your character murders his wife?
That's a performance, Allison. Don't you...
That's all I'm asking for is a performance. The only difference is there'll be an audience of one. Are you saying no?
I just think that we should wait a while. I mean, why rush it? Oh. I'm sorry.
So am I.
Where are you going?
I don't know.
Allison.
I'm getting the initials H.C. Is there a Mrs. Helen... No. Harriet Carrington here today, please. Mrs. Carrington.
Yes.
Concentrate, please. You're married. This is terribly embarrassing. I get the impression of another man in your life.
You do?
Yes. Yes, perhaps we shouldn't continue. No, wait. You have been spending a great deal of time with him, but I sense it's perfectly innocent. His name starts with an S. Schofield?
Yes. He's my...
Your contractor.
That's right.
Yes. As a matter of fact, he's building something in your yard. A pool? No, it's some kind of wooden structure. Would it be a gazebo?
Yes.
Thank you.
He's incredible. I'm so glad he could come.
I'm sure he's enjoying it.
You must have a great deal of courage, my dear. I certainly wouldn't marry a mind reader. How could one possibly keep any secrets?
Someone is thinking of the name Toby. Is it a child? No. I get the impression of a very wet nose. Mrs. Stark. Mrs. Leonard Stark? Would you mind standing, please, Mrs. Stark? Since I assume your husband doesn't have a wet nose, you must be thinking of either your dog or your cat. Send me a mental image, please.
Excuse me. Do they get the afternoon paper here?
Yes, ma'am. It's delivered.
May I see it, please?
It's in the kitchen. I'll get it for you.
Toby is at the veterinarian, is he not? Suffering from an allergy? Now, concentrate, Mrs. Stark, on the cause of that allergy.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That is a problem. Ladies, Toby is allergic to Mr. Stark. Thank you very much. I understand that tea and cookies are next on the agenda, and after that, you'll all be asked to contribute to a very worthy cause. Thank you.
Oh, wasn't it marvelous?
I had a wonderful time here. Thank you. Get me out of here.
Mind if I drop you off?
Well, why don't we have lunch?
Oh, I'd love to. But Marion called. She has a new artist, and she wants me to see his work before the opening. Rain check.
Well, I'll come with you.
Arthur. He's into mud pies and earth sculpture.
Oh, by all means, drop me off.
You're not answering your phone.
Would you?
I'm sorry. I really am.
There may be such a thing as gifted amateurs, but they were not on display last night at the Workshop Theater. Nor was the audience. At the end of the first act, they began to leave like rats deserting a sinking script. Not ship script. You get it? That's clever. That's clever.
I read it.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, did you read this one here? The plan is... And Gilbert Weston, as the murderous doctor, is physically commanding, but lacks the technique and suavity to carry an entire evening. We closed last night. You know, you're right. What did you say yesterday, that I was delusional?
I didn't mean that.
No?
I've been thinking. Maybe we should leave things just like they are.
What, back to square one?
It's what you want, isn't it? It's nice and it's safe.
Nice. It's safe. So, if he doesn't get suspicious, and if you don't run out of excuses, we can sneak in a few hours, what, twice a week? And every once in a while I can take you out to dinner. Mexican, naturally, because it's cheap. And, nobody you know will see us together. I'm sorry. We've been there.
I don't think I'm following you.
Oh, come on. Come on. You're following me very well. You know why you came here today. You wanted to know whether I've changed my mind.
That's not...
Yes, it is. It's all right. Because I have. Why not? No more delusions. You see, it makes for a great third act. The guy not only gets the girl, but he also gets rich.
You're sure?
What time do you have to be home?
I'm flexible.
And the gun?
You know that oriental cabinet in the living room? I'll put it in the left-hand drawer.
I get there at 8 o'clock, right?
A little before. I'll leave the door unlocked when I leave.
Wouldn't it be simpler if I just rang the bell?
But not as effective. We want to keep him off balance. Anything else?
Just one more minor detail. What do we do if it doesn't work?
We have a contingency.
My resurrection?
If it's necessary.
Huh.
And remember the timing. I'll be back at 9:30.
Yeah.
Second thoughts?
I was just wondering.
About what?
A year from now, beautiful widow, beautiful estate. What's to keep you from cutting me loose?
Among other things, you know too much.
Well, maybe, but I certainly can't use what I know. I'd put myself in jail.
Then you'll have to trust me, won't you?
How are you loading the gun?
1 blank, 5 live rounds.
Blank in the chamber?
Of course. Is there a problem with that?
No. Not unless you forget.
Why should I forget?
Well, you might be tempted to kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
Look, if you don't trust me...
Honey, I trust you. I trust you. I mean, it's like you said, I have to, right? Especially when the gun goes off.
Maybe we should forget the whole thing.
Just testing. Monday night, your house. Curtain goes up at 8.
Arthur, will you stop pointing that thing at me, please?
What's the matter, George? Don't you like my new toy?
All you're doing is wasting film.
Hey, I can always erase it.
Allison, do something. Pull the plug on that thing, will you?
Join the club, George. At least you're dressed.
Oh?
Yes, I trapped her in the bathtub this afternoon. X-rated home movies.
What do you use that thing for, anyway?
Oh, rehearsals mostly. I can tape myself before a performance and iron out the bugs. Better yet, it's deductible. You ready for your screen test?
Yes. Arthur, will you stop pointing that thing at me, please?
Don't you like my new toy?
Well, all you're doing is wasting film.
Ben?
Better than my passport picture. Allison, do something. Pull the plug.
Arthur, I'm sure George has better things to do tonight. Why don't you sign his papers and let the poor man go home?
X-rated home. Open your briefcase, counselor. What am I giving away this time?
The operative word is shelter. Allison, you've got to sign these too, you know. You're the vice president.
Be right back. The vice president has to check on the president's dinner.
Now, there's paragraph 4, 5, and 6. I'd like you to pay particular attention.
Maybe I shouldn't mention this. I saw Louise yesterday.
Oh, that's all right. We're talking again, sometimes without her lawyers in the room.
Any chance of a reconciliation?
No, I doubt it. She left me the house and took everything else. No reason for her to come back.
We're sorry, George.
That's the way it is, Arthur. It happens to the best of us. You just hang on to Allison. She's a great lady.
George, may I sign those later? I'm running late.
Of course. Just drop them in the mail to me, huh?
Allison has an assignation. Oh? Yeah, she's meeting with some people about opening a gallery. I'm not invited. I just pay for it. George, what are you doing tonight?
Nothing special.
Have dinner with me. Allison has a casserole warming up.
Arthur, there really isn't enough for 2. And I gave Marta the night off.
You what?
Her sister's ill. I didn't think you'd mind.
Thank you for the invitation, but this has been one of those days. All I want to do is get home and take my tie off.
We'll make it some other time.
I look forward to it. Have a nice evening.
Not very gracious of you. He just got divorced. He could use some company.
And you'll use any excuse not to get some work done.
Am I that obvious?
Sooner or later, you have to get it done. Didn't you tell me you were behind schedule?
No, they give me a new editor, Mrs. Prescott. She has a large wart on her nose, and she won't listen to any of my alibis. She wants the first chapter by next week.
Just what you need. Maybe tonight you'll get some work done for a change.
It's going to be a long night.
Do you know where I put that PBS tape?
I'm sure it's with the others. Are you using it for your book?
If I can find them. Wait a minute, here it is.
I have to go. It's almost 8 o'clock.
Oh, well, how long will you be?
A few hours. See you later.
Uh-huh.
Many years ago, Houdini, the world's greatest escape artist, and Dunninger, the world's greatest mentalist, had dinner together in a restaurant, and then afterwards they went back to Dunninger's car. Do you know what happened? Dunninger couldn't remember where he'd left the key, and Houdini couldn't pick the lock. I try to remember that whenever I begin to think I'm infallible. To put it charitably, invading someone's thoughts is an inexact science.
But there's no doubt that mental telepathy exists. Ask anyone who's been married for more than 6 months. I think the best example of mind reading in this technological age,
Allison?
is what goes through a
That
woman's
you?
head when she sees a spot of lipstick on her husband's collar.
Who's there?
Now, ladies and gentlemen, make no
Who the hell are
mistake.
you?
Mr. Sinclair?
What are you doing in my house?
I'm Gil Weston, sir, San Diego Dispatch. I rang the bell, but didn't your wife tell you?
Example may seem whimsical.
Tell me what?
But I
Oh, hey, I'm sorry, sir. I thought you were expecting me.
It's a matter of receiving-
We did have an appointment at 8 o'clock.
One of us is very confused. You say you had an appointment.
Oh, yes, sir. Well, I called your wife up last week, and she said tonight would be a good time to come by.
Come by for what?
An interview. Well, you are doing a concert in San Diego on the 15th, right?
Yes, but...
Well, my paper would like an interview for their Sunday magazine section.
phenomena.
If it's inconvenient, sir, I can...
No, that's fine. How'd you get in?
The door was open.
That's impossible.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir, but it was. I rang the bell, but no one answered, and I heard your voice, and I didn't realize it was a television set, and maybe I should just go out and come back in again.
No. It's my wife's fault. She never mentioned it. What paper did you say you were with?
The San Diego Dispatch. But I'm just a stringer there. I do freelance work here in L.A.
You seem familiar. Have we ever met?
A lot of people think that. Caroline, are you trying to tell me that this is instant coffee?
What?
The commercial. Oh, you know, that's me. I'm the husband at the breakfast table.
Well, you do commercial.
Oh, when I can get him, keeps me out of the unemployment line.
That's right. An actor and a reporter. Unusual combination.
Just your average Renaissance man. So, hey, you, why ain't I rich, huh?
Well, I'm sure you will be.
Yes, sir. I'm counting on it.
Well, all right. Now that you're here, I can give you half an hour. How do you want to do this?
No special way. Maybe I'll just ask you a few questions. I'm sure that people are very interested to find out how you first discovered these powers of yours. Now, you were originally a nightclub magician, am I right?
Yes, in my distant youth, I had a mind-reading act with a young lady.
Oh, what did you have, some kind of code?
Trade secret. No, anyway, one night I was reading the paper after the show. There were a series of stranglings in St. Louis. For some strange reason, I envisioned a left-handed man, someone who worked with animals, with a very powerful mental image. Well, I called the St. Louis police and told them about it. They thought it was a publicity stunt. And 4 weeks later, they found the strangler.
Left-handed?
Left-handed. He was a maintenance man at the zoo.
That's unbelievable. I bet you were surprised.
Anyway, that was the beginning. My bogus mind-reading act had become the real thing.
What happened to the young lady?
Long gone. Last I heard, she had 6 children and was married to a used car dealer.
How long have you been married, sir?
5 years. Why?
Oh, no reason. Your wife just sounded very nice on the phone.
Nice, yes, but apparently forgetful. And so am I. I hadn't offered you a drink. What do you have? And don't ask me to read your mind.
No, okay, a beer would be great, sir.
Fire away.
What?
Your next question.
Oh, thank you. That St. Louis case is very interesting. Did the cops give you credit for the arrest?
No, afraid not. Something funny?
Yeah, well, I was just thinking that if I was a murderer, I certainly wouldn't want you around.
Let's go. Go.
Yes?
I'm Allison Sinclair. I'd like to see Mr. Brubaker.
Is he expecting you?
No, but I have to see him.
Allison?
Please tell him it's urgent.
Allison, what a pleasant surprise. Come in.
I'm sorry to bother you, George, but it's an emergency.
An emergency? Is it about Arthur?
It's both of us. Maybe I'm being foolish.
Well, I want to hear all about it, but let's get you a drink first. What would you like?
Just coffee, please, Black.
Mrs. Matthews, would you please serve us some coffee in the living room?
Yes, sir.
This way.
How was I?
Perfect. Although Mrs. Matthews is easy to convince, she tends to trust people.
How nice for us. It's a shame we can't put this time to better use.
Patience.
Not one of my virtues.
I think we can wait 24 more hours. I saw your friend's car. He's very punctual.
And motivated.
Of that I have no doubt.
Well, you might say I've descended from a long line of alchemists, high priests, soothsayers, shamans, witch doctors, clairvoyants. Aren't you taking notes?
No, I have a good memory, sir.
Anyway, every culture since the dawn of time has felt the need for...
Fakes?
Are you calling me a fake, young man?
No, sir, no. No, I understand that your act is very good.
But you assume it's only an act.
Well, I keep coming back to this case that you solved for the St. Louis Police Department.
Yes, you seem fixated on it.
Yeah, gee, I guess I am. I mean, now, it's one thing to read minds from a stage or from a television show. You can always hire somebody to check out the audience, right? But, find out their names, their backgrounds, what they had for breakfast. Strangler thing.
almost too good to be true.
Well, happily, it's documented. It made all the papers.
Yeah, for sure, sure. Trouble is, most of the reporters didn't verify their story, so when I got this assignment, I called the St. Louis Police Department. Funny thing is, they don't remember you being involved.
You must have talked to the wrong person.
Yeah, probably. Although the guy did say he was the head of the investigation.
How much longer is this interview?
Just a few more questions, if you don't mind.
Well, let's make it brief. I have work to do.
Yes, sir. It's a great house.
Thank you.
It's a terrific pool. Too bad you can't use it.
Why do you say that?
Your heart.
What about my heart?
Oh, hey, I thought...
I have a pacemaker. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, oh, yes, sir. See, I wasn't sure that you wanted to talk about it.
It's not a social disease. I don't keep it a secret.
I'll slow you down a bit, though, huh?
Not at all.
Come on, Mr. Sinclair. I had a friend once who had a heart attack. Can't even walk his dog.
Well, perhaps I'm more fortunate than your friend.
You say so.
You're quite a skeptic, aren't you?
Oh, hey, I'm sorry I even brought it up. I mean, if you're worried about it, I won't even mention it.
Look, either I'm not communicating clearly or you're not listening. A weak heart doesn't have to be a disability. I can function as well as you.
You say so.
You don't believe me?
Well, maybe as well as most people, but I'm pretty athletic and I'm younger than you. No offense.
Hold this. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10. Satisfied?
Yeah, that's great. Maybe you should stop now, sir. That's plenty. Now, you don't want to hurt yourself.
I haven't even started. How many is that?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't been counting.
How many do you do?
50. 60, but I'm in good condition, sir.
So am I. You still think I'm ready for a wheelchair?
No, sir. You're making me a believer. Mr. Sinclair? Are you all right?
I can't get my breath.
Don't talk. You just relax. Do you want a drink of water or something?
I have a towel over there.
Maybe you should sit down.
It's like a brass band. Stupid thing for me to do, wasn't it? But then that's my line of work. accepting challenges.
Oh, did I challenge you?
Didn't you? Well, maybe not. Let's go inside. I could use some brandy. You know, if I could read minds, if I wasn't a fake, as you seem to think, I'd say you never really called to St. Louis, please.
Well, I just wanted to see how you'd react. Turning into a very interesting interview.
Nervous?
I just want it to be over. You know what I need? A cruise. A nice long cruise. To the Greek islands or the Caribbean.
Yes.
Where did you and Louise go on your honeymoon?
My apartment. I was studying for the bar.
We'll have to do better than that.
We will. After a suitable period of mourning. Almost time. Ready?
Mrs. Matthews, will you please come in here for a moment?
Don't you think I should call the police?
But you don't seem to understand, Allison. The police have no legal position unless a crime has been committed.
But he's been threatening me. He keeps calling. He insists that I see him.
Oh, Mrs. Matthews, Mrs. Sinclair has a problem. And I thought maybe she ought to spend the night with us. I wonder if you could make up the guest room, please.
Oh, yes, sir.
George, I can't. Arthur's home alone.
What?
What if he comes looking for me? He might come to the house.
Are you saying that he's dangerous?
Yes.
Well, you just have to tell Arthur.
I had an affair with him. You're asking me to tell my husband about it?
But we have no choice. It's for his own protection. Mrs. Matthews, never mind about the guest room. That will be all for this evening.
Oh, I'll just get the coffee.
No, that won't be necessary. You can gather that up in the morning. That'll be all. Thank you very much and good night.
Oh, yes, sir. Good night.
Joe.
She gone to her room.
Won't she hear us leave?
It's in the back of the house. She'll be watching television.
Suppose somebody calls.
The line will be busy. Anything else?
We should go.
Wait. Let's give her some time to settle down. You've given her a lot to think over.
Do you mind driving?
Not at all.
Just don't get us a ticket.
Fairly shuffled?
It seems so.
Still a skeptic. I want you to think of a card. Change your mind as often as you like, but decide on one. And not the ace of spades. That's too obvious.
Mm-hmm.
Got it?
Mm-hmm.
Find it in the deck and put it on the table. Face up. King of diamonds. And that was a free choice.
Wasn't it?
Let's see.
What's this?
Just listen.
Good evening, this is Arthur Sinclair, and we have just conducted an experiment in mental projection. The card you selected and removed from the deck was preordained by me. You had no other choice because I transmitted it into your mind.
And that's why, of course, you picked the King of Diamonds. I couldn't send you home without a demonstration.
You actually made me think of this card.
It's a reversal of the usual process, sending instead of receiving. Another beer?
You know, sometimes I think that I can tune in on things.
Oh, you probably can.
Really?
Yes, it's not uncommon. Most people have the ability, they just don't know how to do it. Control it, you see.
Gee, it's funny you should say that, because even right now, I mean, while we're just sitting here talking, this mental picture, it keeps floating into my mind.
Oh, well, what do you see?
Oh, forget it. It's ridiculous.
No, tell me.
Well, for some reason, I get the feeling that there's a gun in the house. Am I right? I knew it. Isn't that strange? Let's see if I can get anything else. It's a 38. No, it's a 32. And you keep it upstairs in the dressing room.
How the hell did you know that?
I fooled you, didn't I?
What?
Oh, your wife told me. When I called the other day, we got to talking, and she mentioned that there'd been a lot of robberies in the neighborhood, and I said, well, maybe she should just go get a gun.
She told you we already had one.
She didn't seem too happy about having it in the house, though. Hey, I guess that's how you do it, isn't it? I mean, you know, read minds. You pick up these random bits of information on the sly. Oh, could I have my other beer, sir?
As long as it's one for the road, I have a great deal of work to do. What are you doing?
52 cassettes, one for every card in the deck. When you see which card I've turned over, you just come over here and you pick out the right tape.
I think you better leave.
Why? I mean, you showed me your demonstration, and now we both know it was rigged. Don't I get a chance to show you what I can do?
What are you talking about?
Well, it's like you said. Most people have the power, but they just don't know how to use it. Now, me, for instance, I think that I'm beginning to learn. Upstairs in your bedroom, there's a gray and white quilt.
How?
And your pillowcases are monogrammed. There's a Louis XV chair. And there's a framed photograph of you.
You were in here alone tonight. You went upstairs.
I could try. You're not even close.
Then how did you know?
Got you going, don't I? Okay, all right. I'll let you in on my little secret. A couple of months ago, this house was written up in one of those decorating magazines.
And you looked at the pictures?
Mm-hmm. Simple when you know how.
Wait a minute.
You just remembered. There weren't any pictures of your bedroom in that magazine. You're right. Gosh, I guess I am a mind reader.
All right, young man. You've had your fun. Time to go.
No. Before I finished my demonstration.
Or would you rather I call the police?
Oh, you'll miss the best part. It's about your wife.
What about my wife?
Concentrate. Her name's Allison. She's very attractive. And you met her when she was working in an art gallery.
Not impressed. You could have read that anywhere.
Maybe. Where would I have read that she has a birthmark on her lower back?
How did you find that out?
Are you sure you want me to tell you?
Yes.
Because I saw it.
That's a lie.
When I was making love to her on that gray and white quilt in your bedroom with that Louis XV chair.
Who are you?
I told you I'm your wife's lover.
That's not true.
I'll be perfectly honest with you. I'm a wonderful lover. Much better than you, according to Allison.
But I'm a terrible mind reader. I said that the gun was upstairs in your dressing room. Well, I think I was wrong. I was wrong. As a matter of fact, it's right here in this room. Have you ever heard of those guys out in the deserts, the ones that search for water? They have a thing called a divining rod. It's sort of like a forked stick. Nobody knows how they do it. But sooner or later, the stick it points down. And sure enough, they found what they're looking for. Only I'm not looking for water, am I? Now that is truly amazing. You still don't get it, do you? And I thought you'd be picking up my vibrations. In case you haven't read my mind. I'm gonna kill you. Let's see. You're upstairs, and most of the lights down here are off. You hear a sound. You call out, Allison. There's no answer. But you hear a floorboard creak. There's somebody in the living room.
Listen to
So what do? You take the gun from the dressing room, and you come down the stairs slowly. Why? Because you're frightened. And because you're feeling a little foolish. I mean, everybody hears strange sounds in the night, right? Probably just your imagination. So you come into this room, and you look around. And the guy that's here to rob you, he panics. And you say, don't run or I'll shoot. And he decides to jump you. That makes sense, doesn't it?
Please.
Huh. There's gonna have to be a scuffle. That's right, one scuffle coming. So the two of you fight back and forth all over the place with a gun. And then, the gun goes off. Point blank range. Must leave powder burns.
Don't. Please.
Oh, I don't like that. I'm getting careless. It wouldn't do for our thief in the night. To be having a drink with you, would it?
What's taking him so long?
I don't know.
Should I go in?
No, not yet.
Look, I can get you money. Anything you want.
Oh, it's not what I want. It's what Allison wants. Insatiable lady, your wife.
You'll never get away with it. They'll find out.
Oh, I don't think so. Simple breaking and entering, it happens every day. All I have to do is jimmy the lock when I leave. Well, let's not drag this thing out, okay?
Please.
Did I touch those tapes? I have to wipe them.
tried to kill me.
Oh, my God.
You know him, don't you?
Yes.
He said the two of you were lovers.
Arthur, I haven't seen him for months.
You're lying. You wanted him to murder me.
What?
You left the door unlocked. You brought the gun downstairs.
I don't know what you're talking about. All right, we were lovers, but I told him I never wanted to see him again. Is he dead?
I don't know. Who are you calling?
The police.
Are you out of your mind?
Arthur, we have to report it.
Don't you understand? I shot him.
I know you shot him. It was self-defense, wasn't it?
That's not the point.
Arthur. Arthur, what's wrong? Arthur. I'll get your medicine. Get your medicine.
Good show. My compliments. The hand on the shoulder was a marvelous touch. What? But then, I thought I was rather convincing myself. Unless you think all that lurching about was overdone. I'll tell you one thing. Dying is hard on the throat.
You knew?
Well, of course I knew, but that doesn't detract from your performance. I'd give up those coffee commercials if I were you and concentrate on bigger things. Take my word for it, those reviews of your play were unfair. Anytime you need a testimonial...
Shut up! Watch your manners, Mr. Weston. You're in a great deal of trouble. Come in, darling. Come in. I see you forgot my medicine. Oh, well, that's all right. I've made a miraculous recovery.
How?
What difference does it make? He knows.
You must have given it away.
He knew before I even got here.
Well, now, don't be critical, Allison. You'll shatter his romantic illusions. And he followed your game plan perfectly. Although she should have told you, I do 100 push-ups every day. I'm afraid I disappointed you when I didn't drop dead by the pool.
Now, you're enjoying this, aren't you?
Oh, immensely. Oh, you would have been proud of him. He was brilliant. Except when he let me take the gun. That needs some restaging. But it was necessary, wasn't it? I was supposed to think I shot you, and if that didn't do me in, there was always your return from the grave. And what were you going to do after I expired? Call the paramedics and weep over my unexpected coronary?
Something like that.
You'd send him home first, of course, and then you'd clean up this mess. Really, Allison, I'm impressed. Very ingenious.
How did you find out?
You ignored the first rule of infidelity, darling. Never cheat on a man who employs a private detective.
Eddie.
Told me about you months ago.
But you never mentioned it.
Well, I was much too fascinated by your, what shall I call it, curious behavior. The sudden interest in my health. The questions about our stock holdings, the tearful requests for a gun because of all the robberies in the neighborhood. That's when I started listening in on your phone calls.
Then you knew it was going to be tonight.
Well, I had a reasonable assumption, particularly when the gun moved itself downstairs and Martha acquired a sick sister. Then there was your last-minute business appointment.
Why are we standing around here listening to this?
Good question. I don't even know why you're here. So why don't you get the hell out of my house before I call the police and have you charged with attempted murder?
You better go.
I'm not leaving you here alone with him.
She'll manage.
You know, it could still work. Not the heart attack part, but the breaking and entering.
I wondered when you'd think of that.
Why couldn't we?
Not very adept when you're doing your own planning, are you? Tell the man no, Allison, and tell him why.
Gil, if we do anything now, I don't have an alibi.
That's one reason. Here's another. Read it. Out loud. Your partner in crime might be interested.
To the authorities. If anything happens to me, including my death by natural causes, it will be as a result of a plot between my wife and her loved ones.
You'll notice that's a carbon copy. The original is with my publisher, to be opened and read if I'm not alive and kicking tomorrow morning.
What do we do?
If I were you, I'd beat a hasty retreat. Unless you want me to make a call.
Come with me.
No. Look, I'll be all right. You go on home. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Now what?
Interesting question. Not a very typical situation, is it? Do we kiss and make up? Do we fight? Or do you tell me how sorry you are?
Why did you let us go through with it?
It all comes down to money, darling, and leverage. I want to be rid of you just as much as you want to be rid of me, but I don't want to pay for the privilege. Beginning to make sense?
I think so.
You'll get your divorce. But you'll waive all rights to alimony, community property, or any kind of settlement. No house, no car, not a penny. You'll leave this marriage the same way you came in.
I don't think I like those conditions.
But we both know you'll accept them.
What about this?
Oh, don't worry about that. Just a small precaution in case your friend got carried away.
It's not at your publisher's.
Hardly. That would be embarrassing for both of us. I destroyed the original. He wouldn't be stupid enough to come back here, would he? George.
Sorry to bother you, Arthur. May I come in?
Why, of course, of course.
This won't take long. I know you're working.
Well, actually, I'm glad you came by. You have an impeccable sense of timing. It's always nice to have a witness. George is wondering what happened here, darling. Do you want to tell him, or shall I? Allison tried to have me killed tonight. Didn't you hear me? I said...
I heard you, Arthur. What went wrong?
He was expecting it.
Impossible.
He found out about Gil months ago. Tonight was a setup.
What are you two talking about?
Did he call the police?
No.
Well, no harm done. Arthur, I was hoping the other way would work. I really was. You know, there's only one trouble with trying to induce a heart attack. It's not very dependable.
You know about that?
Yes. And it would have been much cleaner. No gun, no bullet. Just death by cardiac arrest.
Then you too. All along. What are you doing?
Alternatives, Arthur. Alternatives. The heart attack approach was a long shot. If it would have worked, fine, but we didn't depend upon it. Naturally, we have a fallback position.
I'll be in the car.
What?
Something we have to burn.
Allison?
Arthur? I was hoping it wouldn't be this way. I know you don't believe that, but it's true.
It won't work. Well, that young man, Weston, he'll go to the police.
On the contrary, the police will come to him. His fingerprints are on this gun. And you and I both know that he can't account for his whereabouts tonight.
Well, you'll tell him about Allison.
What? That wild and ridiculous story about a conspiracy to frighten you to death? Who's going to believe him?
They'll check.
Of course they will. And she'll have a perfect alibi. She's at my house right now, confiding in me about her unstable and jealous lover and how I advise her to come here and warn you. But of course, she'll be too late.
George.
You ought to be leaving soon. It's getting late.
No answer.
Why isn't he home?
I don't know. He might have gone out for a drink. If people see him.
It doesn't matter, as long as he's not covered at the time of death.
Yeah, hello.
He's there? Good. Very good. He's going to have some visitors tomorrow morning. I'd hate to be his lawyer.
What time is it?
11:30. She ought to be asleep by now.
Mrs. Matthews? Mrs. Matthews, are you awake?
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry to trouble you, but Mrs. Sinclair's about to leave, and she can't seem to find her purse. Did you happen to see it anywhere?
Oh, no, I don't think so. Maybe she left it in her car.
Well, we checked that, but she's certain she brought it in the house.
George, it's all right. I found it.
False alarm. I'm sorry. See you in the morning.
Yes, sir.
Did she notice the time?
Probably. If not, she'll assume you've been here all evening.
I'll call you tomorrow.
Or maybe later. Tell the police that you want me to come over.
They may wonder why I'm asking for a lawyer.
Well, I'm an old friend of the family. It's only proper that I be there. Let me see if there's anything else. Will you be all right?
You mean, can I go through with it? Yes.
Good luck.
magic, there's one in particular that no magician could ever perform: returning from the dead. Many tried, none succeeded. Endless attempts to cheat mortality, and all of them failures. Perhaps the most notable example is the case of the great Houdini, who promised his wife he would come back to her from the other side. Every year, on the anniversary of his death, she tried to contact his departed spirit. But she waited for him in vain. Of course, this feat has been accomplished by several non-professionals, including Lazarus. But they had the advantage of divine intervention. As a mentalist, this is not my area of expertise, but I do make predictions. And I have a strong feeling that someone will return from the dead in the very near future. Perhaps even tonight. Hello, Allison. I've been rehearsing a new lecture. Do you like it?
He killed you.
Not quite. He shot me. There's a difference. All blanks. You put in 1 for Mr. Weston. I put in 5 more.
You knew.
Another lesson in infidelity, darling. If a private detective can find out about lover A, he can also find out about lover B.
Why didn't you say anything?
Because George and I have been friends for years. I was hoping that would mean something.
I don't understand.
No, I don't suppose you do. I had the foolish idea that he wouldn't be able to go through with it. That at the last minute, he couldn't pull the trigger. He must love you very much.
He does.
Apparently. He even let you have an affair with another man. But that had a practical purpose, didn't it? The both of you needed a scapegoat.
Goodbye, Arthur.
Running back to George. I wonder if you've used him, too.
Wonder all you like.
Allison, this isn't over yet.
Isn't it? Nothing happened here tonight. Nothing you can prove. It's our word against yours.
Not exactly. I showed Mr. Weston a trick a few hours ago, but the real trick is I left the recorder running. Allison tried to have me killed tonight. Didn't you hear me? I said...
I heard you, Arthur. What went wrong?
He was expecting it.
Impossible.
He found out about Gil months ago. Tonight was a setup.
What are you two talking about?
Did he call the police?
No.
Well, no harm. That's just a sample. There's more, of course.
You can't use it in court.
Learn your law, darling. Recorded evidence is admissible in California if it's related to the commission of any felony involving violence. I think tonight applies, don't you?
What are you going to do?
I thought you were leaving.
What are you going to do?
I have 3, what was George's word? Alternatives. Sit down, Alice. One, I can send this tape to Mr. Weston. He's a rather violent young man. I'd hate to be in your shoes or George's if he finds out that he was your mutual puppet. 2, I can give the tape to the police. You and George will be arrested and tried. Alternative number 3. And by the way, this is a real bullet, not a blank. What's to stop me from killing you?
You can't be serious.
Think about it. Gil's fingerprints are still on this gun. I'm sure you've set him up with your friends, told him how irrational he is. If he can be framed for my murder, why not yours? Same frame, different victim.
Arthur!
It all works out rather nicely, doesn't it? He came here tonight and pleaded with you to divorce me. You refused, and the 2 of you had a fight. You got the gun, he took it away from you. I believe the phrase is crime of passion.
He'll tell the police you were here.
As George said, who will believe him? Especially if I have an alibi.
You don't.
Oh, but I might. Remember my editor, Ms. Prescott? Suppose just for the sake of argument that she's in love with me and that she'll swear I spent the night with her.
You're lying.
Am I?
It doesn't matter. George knows.
But he can't tell the truth, can he? Not as long as I have this tape. Think of the fun I'll have with good old George over the coming years. 3 alternatives. Which one should it be?
What are you going to do? Tell me, Arthur.
I have a suggestion for you, darling. Why don't you read my mind?